Hello and welcome to Warblog. Today we're going to look at which one, I wonder. Shaddadi. I'm not sure where. Basically, Shaddadi is this little place here, which is sort of built into a couple of places really. Held by the Syrian Defence Forces, Kurds, and they have some US Special Forces in there. Now, I think, to be quite honest, that Al-Hariri is probably more over here, but I can't be bothered to move it, and also that the ISIS units possibly appear from here and here, or at least both sides of the river. But it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter, really. I mean, because I can't bother to change it. But basically, they attack. Now, the thing is, if you look at the ISIS units, they don't have a lot. They've got this motorised unit and two more motorised units. It goes the other way around the side at this end, so they get two motorised units. I don't know why they're over there. Anyway, we've got three motorised units in there, companies, so company level. But they've also got these, and they're described in the South Front article as Grad rocket launchers. So they basically bombard the town with Grad rocket launchers and carry out a lot of I think they just described them as suicide bombers. I think they described them as something else though. But basically they're insurgents. There's 16 of them. 16 attacks and 16 suicide bombers. So I've given 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And what I've done miraculously, they've all got the available on them now. But they also take out this little place here, which is described as being full of PKK, Al-Harari, which I said could be on the other side of the river. Now, there isn't really anything mentioned about this, but I thought I'd put some more units in here, because if you look at it, there's not a lot in here, really. And I think one of the intriguing things is that there are some US Special Forces in there. And so I'm pretty sure that's probably the bounty that the ISIS units are after with their 16 suicide bombers. I'm not sure how this will pan out, so I'm just going to play it. I mean, I think the first thing about these suicide bombers is how far can they get. So what's his movement like now? He's got 3.4. So we can't quite move 6, can he? He's not going to be able to do that. 1, 2, 3. He'll probably get 2 more spaces. But that means I can move 5 spaces. So I could stay there. 1, 2, 3, 4. And that would put me in striking range. Do you see that? Strategic thinking there. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I think they can go through zones of control. So I'm going to prep. It's a shame really, because on the first time if you look, they are actually they should be available. I wonder why it doesn't say available. Let's set them all up as available. Okay, so here's the motorised units. I think we'll screen things with those. Look at that strategic pattern there. Screening force of motorised. However, 1, 2, 3, 4. These grad rocket launchers are a bit slow. That's as far as they can go. Okay. So I've set myself up for the next turn, apart from these rocket launchers. What's the point of them? 1, 2, 3, 4. I think we could probably only a couple of turns away. Okay, so we'll end that turn. Now here's the question: is do we play with surprise? Because I don't know that they're there yet. Because there's sort of, presumably it's covert. It's probably still dark or something. So we'll leave them. And with that in mind, we'll leave them there as well. And then leave them there. And put the rocket launchers in here. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. 0.4 damage. No effect. So these rocket launchers, these grad rocket launchers, they should be maybe more powerful than that. And then well, and what you can see here, we've got the insurgents. So these are basically the suicide bombers. They're not quite suicide bombers. It's a suicide bomber team. So it's the logistics, whatever they do. So these could be snipers. They could be setting landmines. They're just insurgents. So sort of super bad guys. But they can only go for one. So they can either target the Kurds or the American Special Forces. I think they're going to target the American Special Forces because I wonder what happened there. Didn't seem to do anything. Insurgent action failed but was not caught. I can never remember how this works. So why don't you attack? Why is that one not working, I wonder? Actually, I might... No, I don't know why. He's used 6. He's available. He worked against that one. I think there might be a glitch in the rules there. I think I don't know why. I'll have to think about that. It might be because there's 2. But none of them have worked yet, have they? Look at that. Assault roll 100. Insurgent action succeeded. So they're at depression 3.4. Probably just as well have got 8 insurgents because they're all failing. Huh. Another success. 6.4. Insurgent action succeeded. 9.4. Now, this is interesting because all these suicide bombs have gone in. And they'll be able to take the side of the town in theory. Seven to 1. DE. We're in there. Okay. Now these insurgent units are going to now move away. Because that's what they do after they've attacked, because their movement isn't ended when they attack. It's one of the differentiating features of that. Okay, so that's that turn. Only a few minutes left. The reason I say it's interesting is because when you look at the video, the Kurds are fighting with ISIS and shooting them from quite a long distance. Let me just see if I can get it. I've got about a minute and a half left for some reason. Time seems to go in a vortex. Sort of accelerates. Okay, so here's the south front thingy bob. What's it? There it is, there. So it starts off really boring. Well, yeah, this is it. So they spend most of their time doing what they do best, and that's sort of shooting down a road. But then they get to... So they're still shooting down that road. And here they are wandering around. I mean, is this sort of the result was US Special Force training? With this sort of this Special Force bandana? What was that? Why is he so shocked? It's a war. No, but sorry. They're shooting at things all the way down here, but it's this bit. I'm running out of time. That's a big gun. There, the thing is, what are they shooting at? They're actually shooting at these things on the horizon. This bloke hides behind a wall. This bloke sits down here. They're actually firing along there. So we've taken that. That's that. But Time over.